For all the single men out here, I got a confession to make. Genesis 2:18, God said it is not good for man to be alone. But the Bible also says, if you cannot sustain, it's best that you be married lest you burn. Talking about your sexual activity, not being married. Well, that's not a problem for me. I'm not trying to lay down with no woman right now. And prayed over that, after my wife passed. I said, I said I'd close that door, right? But last couple weeks ago, somebody walked through the threshold that I said that, I wouldn't open again. And it's all been straight up clean and honest, She's a woman of God, God-fearing, knows her word. We went out a couple times, dinner and movie. So I'm really conflicted right now. I said I would never go through that door again because of the pain that I felt before. So I talked to my mother about it, and she said, don't let nobody tell you how long you're supposed to grieve. Then I remember this movie, what was it, Shawshank Redemption? And Morgan Freeman was in this room, and somebody had scribbled on the wall, get busy living. But then at the same time, I'm like, well, I know, I'm on my knees to the Most High about this, with fear and trembling, right? Both times I've gone out with her. Conversation, everything good. She got a good steady job working for GM here in Detroit. Well, she's way out on the east side of Detroit. And I know I've been praying for the Lord to take the edge off, because mostly it's just work, ministry, rinse and repeat. And it's like I've been having an edgy, like if you drink too much coffee, and I've been slowing down on the videos and the Zoom and the lives to rest, right? But that ain't working, or it wasn't working. And here come this woman. And it took the edge off. And I mean, and trust me what I'm saying, folks, I ain't talking about no sexual edge. Nor do I violate myself either in private. I don't do that. God has taken that from me, but it's the edge of the routine thing that when this woman walked through the threshold, it immediately went away. And I told her my situation. I told her everything that went down, how it happened and everything, And immediately she said, I don't want to be the rebound. I said, you're not the rebound. And we start discussing Bible. She's raised up in the word like I am. We have a difference of opinion on some eschatology, but I don't know. Woo! I don't know. Wow. So that's my confession. And especially for the single men out here watching this video. We contain ourselves. That's true. But at the same time, I hear the Lord saying, it's not good for a man to be alone. But I'm not looking for that type of relationship. It's more like companionship, right? Another human being living by yourself, it can be tough. Of course, I got family and my children and all that, but ain't nothing like And a man, you know what I'm saying, having a female, companion. We living life in portrait mode. We ain't doing nothing in landscape. So don't even get no dirty thought in your head. That's not what it is. But knowing what we know and we talk about on these channels about harpazo, how much time we have left and being snatched away, it's like in the back of my mind all the time that I'm talking to this woman, I'm thinking and I'm hearing, we ain't got much time left. We ain't got much time left. Don't get too down in the deep end. Yeah, it's cool. You go out, have dinner and a movie, y'all conversate. But last night I heard after the show we went to go see, and we went to a steakhouse and ate. In the back of my mind, I heard, slow down on texting and calling her. And I didn't even argue. I just said, okay. But on the front end, I'm having a conversation with her in the natural. And we having a good, healthy conversation. Nothing, everything's on the up and up. Straight up situation that this is. So I'm like, Lord, what's going on here? It's I didn't want to tell her that I was using her. There's a such thing as being used, but then being misused. And I'm saying, well, I'm thinking to myself, you're helping me take the edge off of what I'm doing. But when I'm with her, it's like a woosah moment. It's like, okay, I'm not edgy when I'm with her, when we're hanging out. And I get on my knees every time and I pray to God, Lord, tell me what to say, what to do, how to act. Because I do not want to get out of sorts with the Most High. And I told her about my ministry, everything. I said, God first and everything. She understands that too. But she calms me down. That's all I can say, folks. And then here I am saying I would never, after my wife passed. And all of a sudden, this woman walks through the threshold. And I'm confused about it, but I'm not confused. In the natural, I'm confused about it because ain't that much time left, but in spiritual, I'm not. But I'm taking it for what it's worth, and that is good conversation and companionship. And how I feel when I'm with her. It's filling a void in the natural for me that I thought that I would never try to replace. And it is, and it's not like that. But it just happened. And everything is on the up and up. We're in portrait mode now. We're not in landscape. But for the single men out here, as long as you keep God first, and that's the reason why I posted on the second channel, a man and a woman. It was a Bible in between them, and they were kissing the Bible. God is in between that relationship, better than Satan being in between it with lust. We've talked. I said, I'm not with you to try to jump into bed with you. That's not what this is about. For me, same thing with her. I said, this is about filling that void, that empty space, and calming certain things down, being edgy, like always just doing this and that. And then it's like, again, I'm feeling like I'm just straight up super black coffee, just edgy. And what she does for me is take the edge off, brings me back down to earth. So that's the confession I want to make. Fellas, if you out here and you single or divorced or whatever, nothing wrong with you having a platonic relationship, okay? I think we only hugged once, y'all, and that was the first time we did that last night coming from the restaurant. And she initiated the hug. I was shocked. So I do not like to be pushy with this situation, but So, but I did slow down on texting and calling her. And I said, okay, that's what I heard. And then I know why I heard that. Because of where we're getting ready to be headed into, going into April. Because of what we studied, okay? So, that's my confession, men. on the back end, when I'm not making the videos in the Zoom, this is, again, this woman come walking through the threshold. Beautiful sister, you know, spiritually and naturally. And wow. Just keep it clean. That's all I got to say, fellas. Just keep it clean. Make sure you keep everything on the up and up. And I get on my knees, and every night before I go to bed, pray, go before the courts, and ask God, you know, if I said or done anything wrong that was displeasing to you, I ask for forgiveness for that thing right now. But I haven't never heard no when she came in, when she walked through that threshold. I didn't hear that. So I'm just gonna continue, but not as much, you know. But this is a big relief, a big stress reliever. Takes the edge off of doing what I'm doing. So fellas, again, if you're out there, you know, and you got a little something that you like and you talking to, just make sure you keep God in it first, knowing where we are. Don't make no mistakes. I'm in this relationship with her with fear and trembling to the Most High. Okay. But at the same time, I know God is saying to me, I'm hearing that scripture, Genesis 2:18. You can do that. Just make sure you keep it holy. So that's where we're at with it. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Later on today, I will post the link for the Discord. Not the Discord, but the Zoom. Deuces.